Alright, what's up guys? Hope you guys are doing fine, as normal. This is probably the start of semester 2 for most of you guys, if you guys are still in school. Hopefully you guys are. She's supposed to be in school. Yeah. So here's a canon concept that Minechat created, and it's a way of bypassing Minechat extensions, which are these right here. And what it does is it lets you to straight shoot without a floating barrel. So if you go here, back to the cannon, you can see that we're only using a one wide barrel. This right here is class. So, you won't need a floater, you won't need a floating barrel or an extension onto your barrel to, raid offset regen buster, offset regens. This method right here does not, this method right here isn't reverse stacking. We're just straight shooting regens, and I'll show you guys how. Alright, so the key factor around this method is we're tunneling, okay? We're tunneling through our sand stack to backstack, and I'll show you guys how that's done. I think this cannon's currently set up to... Okay, let's get past here. Okay. Yes, we're gonna scatter a few walls first. And the one-shot regen buster is off. And by the way, this cannon does come with a one-shot regen buster, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna move my sounds down a bit. Okay, so we'll go to the wall, and it does have somewhere around like a 40, 50 something, 40 block scatter, I believe. So, right there you go. Slash wand. We'll see. Let's see how much that is. So that right there is 52 minus 2, top, bottom blocks, 50 blocks. 50 block scatter isn't bad. It could be better though. Paste that shell. Alright, sweet. Second wall. Let's shoot this down. There you go. Scatters that all down. And by the way, this is more of a concept than a cannon. I wouldn't really use this cannon on a raid, but I guess you guys can. You could use it. I just wouldn't, just because it would be better to customize a cannon and just have the method on the cannon. You can do this with any cannon. Alright, so that breaks all the walls down. And right here we are lined up with a regen. So it does regen back. There you go. It does regen back. So if you guys know, you guys can just shoot right into, you can shoot right into here. Regen bust this, and water should flow in, making the sources, all the sources back here turn into. So we're gonna turn on our one-shot regen buster, which is right there. That goes off a tick after your hammer. So what that does is that's gonna break the stack, and then in one shot it's also going to stack this sand, which fusions with it, because if you guys come in the barrel, you guys can see that it is under one guider. So it's going to fusion that while breaking the stack. It's going to refusion, stack the sand, and hopefully one-shot regen bust. This scatter I do have going off right after the hammer, and I'm going to have to, I'm going to add 2 extra full repeaters. That should be enough for it to stack, regen bust, and scatter down after. So let's see if this works. Not sure. Oh, uh-oh. What happened there? Okay, it only stacked half. Pretty sure that was a bit of server lag. Alright, so let's shoot. See what goes on. There you go. One-shot regen busts and breaks your stack down. Right there. Note that this cobble won't gen on Cosmic. It's only genning here because lava and water entity collisions on. So it creates a small cobble monster here holding everything in. Right, so next what we have to do is we have to stack here, and then get rid of the water. At least on here, on one shot, you would have to get rid of your water. You wouldn't have to in Cosmic. You'd only need to stack up to around this height and then scatter down, and that should break the top off you so you won't be clipping. But just because we're on one shot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack all the way up, set my order of entities so the stack actually stacks all the way up to the top of the barrel and falls back down and then scatters down. So with the timings on my scatter right now, I should be able to do that. And if you guys come down here, I do have 2 pieces of gravel falling a bit before, so that shouldn't fusion, and it should work. So what we want it to do is stack all the way up, get rid of the water, and scatter it down. There it is. So scattered down, and you're left with your lava. All right, sweet. So here what we want to do is we're going to want to scatter, right? I do know that if you stack here, what's going to happen is the router is going to push here. This is going to turn to cobble, which you can break. I am just going to block off that that lava though, just because it's going to create a cobble monster here. It won't on Cosmic, it will on here, sadly, so I'm just going to block that off. Note that that will not happen on Cosmic. Alright, turning my scatter back to a normal scatter, turning my one-shot regen buster off because we really don't need that. And by the way, if you're going to ask where the one-shot sand is, this right here is the one-shot sand. It also doubles as a one-shot regen buster restack sand, so that works. So this shot right here should just stack up and break this wall down. There you go. Breaks it down. That's the same scatter as the one we used before. Right, so here what we want to do is we're just going to pre-stack, or as you guys call it, pre-stack. We're going to want to stack up, and then I'll show you what to do after. One-shot regen busters off. Paste. You want to leave your one-shot sand in. So it should stack up one below the guider. This right here should be one below the guider. This right here should be on your hammer height. So we're just gonna slide our head on the barrel, see if it hits. Yep, that's right, one below the guider. We're gonna paste that show. And what this right here should do is it should, with this tunnel TNT down here, because this is going off a micro tick after your, it's going off a micro tick after your thruster, and this is going off a nanotick after your thruster. What should happen is this should push in right before it goes off, without your tunnel dipping. And this is why we have a guider, bottom guider instead of a top guider, and this raised up. What this should do is it should push all your TNT here. It should condense it to the ground and then slide it over to the right. This system here, what this does is it pushes out a nanotick, or pushes it out before everything here gets shuffled up to this block. So before your thruster gets pushed into, where's my clay, into this block right here, right? So all your thruster gets shut here. This comes out, stops it, pulls back, nanotick. If you guys remember, I did say that this is going to push in right before that goes out, so that has to retract really quickly. This pushes in. That pushes in, and it basically just that retracts, that pushes in, thruster goes off, flies out. Note that it is a, what is this? We're standing on 1.87, so it's 1.87 of a block above. It's being pushed in, and then note that it isn't on the ground, yeah, because this right here pushes it in a nanotick. So everything should calculate in your Y first, go up, and then shoot north, south, whatever you want. Okay, so what this should do is land at the wall. Tunnel's going to go off, break your stack, also break the top block above. Because there isn't an extra lava behind it, what it should do is it should just go through, break the back, break your sand, break this top here. This back right here breaks, and yes, it is a regen. Stack on your backboard, and I'll show you what to do after that. So, is everything synced up? That is, everything else is working. And we won't scatter off, of course. All right, so we're going to shoot, and hopefully it tunnels through and stacks behind. So it should tunnel there and stack right here. And there it is. So if you saw it, it tunneled, and it broke here. This stack right here should be one below your barrel as well. So yep, it's right there. We're going to paste, and we're going to restack. So we're just restacking at this point. Where are we at? Okay, so we're restacking right here. Right, there we go. Restacked. This right here should be one below the barrel. Yes, it is. Looking at the past walls. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to tunnel through and then restack behind. Sadly, this doesn't stack all the way up. If it stacks all the way up to here, then we could have just shot again. But it doesn't, right? It stacks one blow. Through velocity and the amount of chunks you're going through. Although we have a lot of power, it should still dip, right? And it most likely wouldn't stack up here unless you have different order of entities on your restack sand, just to have it fly up and fall back down. I have done that before. I'm not going to release that version of this cannon. I'm just going to release the version we're using right now and show you guys how to use it. So we're going to have to two-shot this wall, meaning that it is going to take up another shot, but because how TNT works and how hammer works, it's not going to stack your full stack just because of your guider barrel differential. And I'll show you guys how this actually works. So let's say this is your wall and your sand's coming out here, right? And because we're on a trapdoor guider, so we can say that your TNT kind of comes in between your sand and the top, right? So it is condensed TNT, so it is one block, but I'm just going to break everything open for you guys so you can actually see that TNT actually falls out in a 2-block. And even if you use, was it K-Mans or was it ice? I'm not sure, but if you, I think it was ice, that, no, it was K-Man. It was K-Man with the 1x1 mitter, and this is the same method of showing how entities get calculated in each chunk. If you guys don't care about this part of the video, just go on. But TNT shoots out like this, right? And when your hammer goes off, it, you know, the bottom one or the top one's going to go off, shoots the top one up, top one shoots the bottom down, and it goes on and on and on and on. Of course, your bottom one interferes with your sand, so that doesn't do anything with your sand. But only the top one actually works to stack your sand as a hammer. So that stacks, shoots down, that doesn't stack, that shoots your stack of TNT back up, that shoots, stacks, goes down, doesn't stack, goes up, stacks, and it keeps going. So this is kind of the theory behind why fusioning. So let's just say you have a flat guider. This is why fusioning takes up one, double the amount of TNT, and two, the order of entities of what stacks first, right? So this right here should only stack around 75% of the sand, and it's going to take us around 2 shots for the stack, and I'm not calculating in the pre-stack in front of the regen right there for it to, right, there you go, for it to tunnel through. So that should only stack half, and yep, that only stacked half. That's great. Okay, so we're going to go back to the cannon. Ooh, look at that, sniped it. We're going to want to restack in front, paste -O, don't be a dummy base. I'm gonna stack again, and this is gonna be our setup to tunnel. Right, stacking back up right over here. There you go. Paste, and this next shot right here should get us through the wall. What it's going to do is it's going to stack up to here, but because, remember, we do have this wall right here breaks for it to actually, you know, come through. So what's going to happen, it's going to break, it's going to stack right here, water above it is going to flow in and bust the regen. So let's show you guys what you've been waiting for. We're going to shoot, and this right here should bust the regen from the back. And there you go. It busts the regen. From here, I guess you can have a really delayed scatter and have that blow back down. But at this point, you can just, well, this right here wouldn't do anything in Cosmic. It would just flow down. But I'm just going to take that away just for demonstrating purposes. Everything back here you can scatter down. I'll even turn on my scatter so it's a bigger explosion back there. It tunnels down a bit. For this Ken, you do not need a restack sand if you're stacking only like 20-40 sand. It's not necessary. And there we go. That breaks everything down. Note that this wall back here will break. So if you're going through multiple offsets, you don't need to scatter your back wall. But here you guys go. You're through offset regens, bypassing the Minechat part. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it to you guys to discover how to defend against that. But wish you guys the best day ever. Hope you guys could do a lot of stuff with this concept right here. Shout out to Minechat for showing me, teaching me, and yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna do a release video. Maybe not. I might even make a trailer for this. He did give me full authorization to release this, so no hate comments about that, please. Leave your comments on how this could be improved, how you guys would like me to implement this into different cannons. Go subscribe to Minechat. Do know he is on a small break right now, so that's a ripperoni. He would love to release this, but I don't think he has enough time. So, see you guys later. Release schematic will be in the description. Hope you guys have a good day. Go follow, like the video, subscribe, and everything. And I'll see you guys in another video if I ever decide to make another one. Because, yeah, this is like my first Canon video in around 8 months. Yeah, I'm not dead, guys. I'm still here. So, I'll see you guys later.